What's up, everyone? So starting off with a little bit of commotion here, what do we have going on? You see this 3500 is coming down onto pucks. We had a little bet going. What I was going to do was go ahead and stick a bar going across. I was going to have this whole tank act as a teeter-totter. Get down on that side, this whole side would be up. Place my pucks, jack that side back up, this side is placed. Dad thought you can put the toe jack right here and jack up this side, and being that this tank is so rigid, it would, lift up that back side and work. So couldn't come to a consensus here, so I said, let's try it. Tried it my dad's way, and this whole tank came out away from the wall like 4 inches. So now I got to figure out how to get a 6,000 pound tank 4 inches against the wall. So we created this contraption here. This is a toe jack on its side with a 4x6 against my 4,400 gallon tank here with a 2x12 to push this tank over. So we've been jacking it over some. You want to go ahead and jack that a bit more, Ed?
Yes, sir.
All right, we are coming over. All right, watch this. Okay, look at that. See, so slowly. This tank is coming over. Go ahead and stop that. We might be close. Now we want to get this tank completely straight coming through here. Now I have that side set. Now I have to get this side completely perfect. I want this against the wall. So then I have to make sure that this line is 100% straight through here. So I have to measure and, bring it down to at least a 32nd of an inch. Okay, meanwhile, we got this 400 gallon tank. I'm gonna go ahead and load this up in the truck, bring it over to the rescue. Okay, look at this. We got that tank out of the back of the truck. It's actually just sitting right here in the driveway waiting to go in. But as you can see, it's got an island overflow here and it's meant to be viewed from 3 sides. So this is going to be Tesla's new tank. He's gonna get, a foot wider, about the same length. That'll be a perfect tank for him. But that's going to come in right here. And what we're going to have to do is bring it all the way in and around. Look at this. I love that this place is shaping up. Still got to clean up the rollers and stuff, but we got this tank in place. And then we've got this tank in place. Look at that. So she is sitting down here looking great. That tank that I just showed you is going to come right here. I got to get one more of these posts and go all the way across because that tank is 5 inches wider. So it's going to come off right here. And then on this side right here, you see that white tank? That's going to come up right here, and that's going to sit perfectly right on this flat area. That's what this was designed for, and that's going to be awesome. So when you walk up to the tank, you're going to have tank. You're going to be able to view this tank from three sides. Will be totally awesome. You'll have that tank up there, and then you'll have this little area right here. I think I'm going to build a waterfall across there, and actually we're going to slide that up a few inches so it can actually be higher and center it with the waterfall as well. And then behind the waterfall, we'll have an above tank sump. We'll have some mechanical, half bio, and we'll just basically set that up there. And we'll have valves on each side. I can close the valve, open up the drain, and flush out all the mechanical against this wall right here. And it'll be the filtration going for this tank here, as well as the pass-through. We've thought about this a lot. I don't think I'm doing the overflow on that side. I think we're going to do it on this side here and actually trench this whole piece of concrete. And then we're going to have the other one come out of this side, boom, meet in, come right over to here, and go right down in between here. And then we'll go through the wall back to the monster pond. So we can have, copious amounts of pass-through and go back to the monster pond, as well as individual filtration on the tops of these tanks. Okay, here we go. We are cleaning out this wetland right now. Black, nasty mud. We got surplus of water in the monster pond, so we're going to use that to flush down and get all this dirt out of here. So right now you're going to see the top of this wetland is just a mucky, nasty mess. So there we go. The inside is draining. Once it gets down to the last little bit is when that water will start getting real nasty. Then I start rinsing this stuff down, and boy oh boy, you're gonna see a lot of nasty dirt that is coming out of this wetland. Now with this cleaned and both of these filters in operation, I think this pond will go sparkling clean. Right now you can see the bottom over there. You can see the paddlefish. Like here, if we get close right here, you guys can see, you can see rocks on the bottom of the pond. There's paddlefish way down there. There we go. So hopefully we can get this just a little bit cleaner. Okay, this was short and sweet. Look at that. Look at all that gravel on top of the wetland. You don't see no gunk. I went ahead and left my plants alone because this is what is really pulling the nitrates out the water. We've got some lilies and arrowheads popping up there. I did pull one of the lilies out, and actually I put it right here and it put it into its new pot so I can keep that one contained. And we'll continue to keep getting this filled up with water lilies just like this. We kind of like the look here, and they never overgrow your area. And if you get tired of it, you pop off some tubers and you plant them down in the pond. As you can see, he's got a bunch of lilies planted all the way around. Next time I'm in there, I'm going to take one of those two out of the back corner, probably the bigger of the two, put it in a bigger pot and put it right down in the center of the pond. Do one of two things. It'll take some of these lilies away from my overflow right there because they keep plugging up my overflow and causing troubles making my pump run dry. And then it'll get some cover in the middle of the pond. Probably won't do well for the first year, but next year they'll actually reach up to 5 foot and go all the way over the water. But now what this does for us is the wetland is 100% clean. This can be 100% biological. And it's still doing some mechanical. Then we got our filters. Everyone's working overtime. I've got the UVs plugged back in. And now tomorrow, this pond should be so crystal clear that probably be the cleanest it's been in about 3-4 years. And we're thinking we can do one more filter on this pond and it'll be perfect. All right, we got a piece of chicken that fell on the floor. Go ahead and see if that gar will probably eat it.
If I hit closer to it.
Oh, Arowana went up and got it. Or was that the jow? Oh, the jow just ripped it in half. Oh my goodness. Catfish is on it, and just like that. That was probably a half-pound piece of chicken breast. And there we have it. These puppies do eat good. And the pond is a bit high because we were saving water to wash out that wetland outside. So now once this tank fills back up, we'll get the drain out to the koi pond and refill the koi pond some as well. Look at this dude. He is just going ham right now. My goodness. Wow, he bit onto the wire and he was just, holy Jesus. That sign was going, boy. That is so cool. This is my electric eel named Watson. And whenever he produces a jolt, he lights up this sign. I just have the ends of the wire in the water right there. And you can see when he pulses, it kind of just, lights up this sign. But when he really is on it, he is just going ham. That was so crazy cool. Okay, here we go. We are in this 750 gallon, excuse my French there. But we did add in this stingray from the sumpo over there. Got her in this tank so that Pleco stopped messing with her. I'm going to go ahead and throw the male back in here when it's time. But she came in, started sifting through all of this gravel. And man, I didn't realize there was so much dirt in it. And she just messed it all up. So I am draining the tank right now as we speak, just to get some of this mess out of the water column, and the filters don't have to work so hard, and we'll go ahead and refill this with nice fresh clean water. Okay, so we still have lots more work to do. I got to get up here in the next couple of days and get the wood for that dog bone so we can get that on the stand. But man, I do love that these tanks are all coming to life. It's nice. And we can see the 1,000-gallon with the new decorations in it. It looks cool. These fish are all just front and center anymore. I absolutely love this. Tiger fish is getting along. These guys over here are growing. They are growing a ton. They're all getting nice and fat and chunky. As I said, I got to take this male Matoro out of here, and we're going to add it into this tank. I have this one filling up right now, so it's going to be filling up for quite some time, but we'll be all right. That is basically just got a giant water change. But we also have a bunch of fish up for adoption. Got this alligator gar, these two red-tailed cat shovel-nosed hybrids, a Wallago Leary, these plecos, another red-tailed cat, and everything in this tank down here. We've got platinum gar, alligator gar, regular, got the red-tailed cat, and the short-body red-tailed cat. But I have something else that's new and exciting. So it's been a long time coming, but the other day I did put in the application to start my account with the airport, meaning some of these fish that don't go locally, I will offer up to be shipped. So that is something we are going to be setting up here. It won't be the big stuff, it will be the smaller things that I can fit inside of a box to ship. But as I post them, if I do offer shipping on it, I will say this will be able to be shipped, and I'll put that exclusively in the post. So certain things like you just seen in this video are small enough that can be shipped, like a 3-foot catfish. Absolutely not. It would take a lot of time and a lot of effort to be able to ship that, and it would not be monetarily smart to try and ship something that big, and he might just die. So that is a bit of good news here, and we've got a lot more work cut out for us, so stay tuned for the next installment. And as always, stay fishy, my friends.